According to a survey by charity organization Food Banks Canada, food prices surged over 10% in the past year, forcing nearly a quarter of Canadians to eat less. Around half of Canadians with an annual income of less than 50,000 Canadian dollars are struggling to afford enough food, the charity has said. Toronto's food bank donated food to about 60,000 people each day before the pandemic, but last month that number rose to over 170,000. Economists warn that low-income workers and pensioners are likely to be the worst hit by this spiraling inflation.
The working poor, the people who live on fixed income, the people who are really pensioners, whose income are not likely to be adjusted for inflation, these are the people who would bear the brunt of the inflation.
The Canadian government has said the Russia-Ukraine crisis is largely to blame for such high inflation, but economists say other factors are at play, including the COVID-19 pandemic, supply chain disruptions, and the long-term effects of extra cash pumped into the economy by central banks as part of the quantitative easing policy that was introduced not just after the global financial crisis a decade and a half ago, but also the cash used to pay for all the lockdown subsidies during the pandemic.